Well, good morning to everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, welcome to CIHEAM Montpellier for this conference on high nature value agricultural products. I would like to take the opportunity to introduce you very briefly what is CIHEAM, what is about, what is our mandate, what are our structures, but very, very briefly. We are an intergovernmental organization that gathers 13 countries. We have 4 implantations in the region. You are in one of them, in Montpellier, but we have also an institute in Crete, in Spain, in Italy, and the General Secretariat is based in Paris. So we worked as an international organization of intergovernmental character. We are at the service of our member countries, and we also try also to give to our activities a problem-solving approach. We work basically through capacity building, through supporting applied research and cooperation projects, and also political advocacy and fora. But we, as I mentioned, are at the service of our member countries, and we need to answer their demands in terms of not only capacity building research, but also targeted to what are their concerns, their priorities, and giving them options and solutions. Our organization has elaborated and framed a strategic agenda for the next years. We have done so in taking into account the Sustainable Development Goals and how, with our capacities and our mandate and ways of actions, we can contribute to them. We have identified these 4 main pillars and priority activities, and I just show you these slides to underline that high nature value products are clearly a cross-cutting issue on our strategic agenda. We are talking about exchange of knowledge, knowledge weights of traditional systems. Are we talking about implementing or promoting agroecological practices in the production system? Or do we talk about employability and local markets of quality products? I mean, all these are cross-cutting issues, and I think that this topic and your conference is absolutely relevant of our strategic agenda. As I said, we have tools. There are things that we know to do better than others. We have been created in the origin to give a complementary education to the cadre, or to say in French, the cadre of Mediterranean agriculture. So we have a know-how, important know-how in capacity building. But we also have extensive capacities in animating regional debate. And I think that what you are going to exchange today will need to come up to a political level where decisions are taken, and CIHEAM has a capacity to support political advocacy. We have an extensive portfolio of research and development projects, open platforms, and your project is an example of what CIHEAM can promote and support in the region. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in the framework of this high nature value link, which is a European project and a thematic network on high nature value farming innovation. I understand that it involves 13 partners and 10 EU countries, and it has been promoted and coordinated by our Center of Montpellier. Today, we will share the knowledge and experience gathered from the project and discuss possible ways and measures to support HNV farming by promoting innovation at different fields, and different levels. HNV farming is a concept that refers to extensive farming practices and farmland use that rely strongly on semi-natural vegetation and supports biodiversity, habitats, mosaic landscapes across large scales. It has to do mainly with extensive livestock farming and is sometimes combined with traditional crop. I have to emphasize that in this center there has been an historical line of working into integrating traditional farming systems in the Mediterranean through agropastoralism with agricultural production. So we have colleagues that have worked along the years in building up a corpus of knowledge on this traditional way of practicing this extensive farm in the region. HNV farming covers over 25% of European agricultural land and large areas of the Mediterranean, and by producing quality food, maintaining biodiversity and landscapes, and supplying a range of other public benefits, it is of critical importance for our societies. Without it, biodiversity could not be preserved at a large enough scale beyond natural reserves and protected areas. Nevertheless, HNV farming faces a range of environmental and socio-economic challenges that makes this form of farming hardly viable in many regions. Solutions must be therefore found to support this activity and the ecosystems and communities that depend on it, at an institutional, policy and farm management level, but also at the food transformation and marketing levels. So we will be looking forward at the deliberations and the recommendations you might want to formulate after your meeting, and we will very gladly see how CIHEAM can convey that to decision-making and policy level. Thank you very much for being there, and have a good work.